Katt Williams on Shannon Sharpe Podcast Interview 2024. In January 2024, Katt appeared on an episode of Shannon Sharpe's Shay Shay YouTube podcast. On the episode, Shannon asked a couple episodes that alluded to Katt's finances. For example, Shannon brought up how Terry Crews claimed that during the filming of Friday After Next, Katt was apparently homeless. Katt explained that before filming began he needed a dental surgery that was going to cost $100,000 and he didn't have the money at the time, so he chose to live in his trailer during shooting. Katt also addressed his net worth. In the interest of full transparency, Katt claimed that once he looked up his net worth and that at the time he had more than his reported net worth on him. He also claimed that he made more from his last Netflix special than his listed net worth. He also claimed to make $100,000 whenever he does a stand-up show in a rinky-dink town, and whenever he does make that much he gives $10,000 to a local charity. He also claimed to have turned down $50 million 4 times during his career to maintain his integrity, is one of the richest men that ever lived, that he makes $10 million per Netflix special, and that Ludacris sold his soul to the Illuminati for $200 million. Katt Williams has an approximate net worth of more than $5 million. A lot was said during the show, and the nearly 3-hour-long interview has dominated internet headlines since it dropped. While most of the conversation online surrounds the controversial things Williams had to say about his fellow comedians, there were lots of other gems from the discussion that are worth highlighting, particularly for marketers. Guys, as we roll down, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Katt Williams' key points on comedians. One of the major beefs Williams had with the comedians he called out during the interview stemmed from the fact that he didn't feel they invested a sufficient amount of time studying the craft. He didn't feel like they were doing the hard work of developing jokes that would accomplish the primary goal of making the audience laugh. Williams lamented that his colleagues took a lot of shortcuts. He contrasted the shortcuts other comedians took to the more detailed and diligent approach he takes. He spent years studying the structure and strategy behind jokes of popular comedians of all backgrounds, styles, and eras. Williams also said that he writes new material for every tour he goes on, rather than reusing material from previous years. He even claimed that he spent a significant amount of time studying his competition for movie roles and developed an analytical way to showcase that he was funnier than them. Katt Williams' take on effort to diversify your audience. Katt Williams talked about the early days of his career when it seemed like he fared better with white audiences than black audiences. Instead of just sticking with the audiences that immediately got him, he took the time to study and get to know the audiences he wanted to reach at a deeper level. He created material for them, tested it with them, honed it, tested it some more, and kept going until he had a winning formula. Williams talked about a moment when he realized he was getting the same amount of laughs while in front of black audiences that he was getting with white ones. Eventually, through his work and learning of his customer, he developed material that worked not only with segregated audiences, but with blended ones. That ability to make an audience that included people who were different from each other laugh came only as a result of learning how to talk to each of them effectively individually. Katt Williams tells Shannon Sharpe in explosive interview Biden, Trump both bad options. Katt Williams did not hold back during a nearly 3-hour interview with Shannon Sharpe on the Shay Shay podcast last week. Some of the biggest bombshells the comedic genius dropped during the interview were accusing Steve Harvey of stealing his jokes, his recollection of Kevin Hart's rise to fame, and speaking about an alleged incident with the Illuminati involving Ludacris. Toward the end of the interview, Williams and Sharpe briefly spoke about the upcoming 2024 U.S. presidential election. "Where are we headed, Katt?" Sharpe asked, to which Williams responded, "This is sad, we've never been here before. We've never been at the point where neither option is good for us for real life," Williams elaborated. "This is, would you rather go back with your ex or would you rather go back with the person before them?" While Williams didn't address them by name, he implied President Joe Biden and former President Donald J. Trump are both bad options. One guy can barely put his sentences together and the other guy will put sentences together for whatever he's read or whoever told him, he said. Also in the interview, Williams said his jokes are universal and he's able to get people of various backgrounds with different beliefs to laugh at his jokes. The lesson learned is that audiences crave transparency. They crave truth. They don't want to just see the finished product from you. They want to know your process for getting there. They want to understand your methodology, your work ethic, and the obstacles you had to climb to deliver products and experiences that not only solve a problem for them, but transform them. They want and need to understand the story behind what makes you uniquely you. Transparency helps you unlock a deeper, more emotional connection with the people you want to reach, in a way that the purely polished presentation of you struggles to achieve. Early life and career beginnings. Katt Williams was born Micah Sierra Williams in Cincinnati, Ohio, on September 2, 1971, but goes by the nickname Katt. Williams was raised in Dayton, Ohio, by politically and socially active parents. Williams did well in school, receiving outstanding grades and a slew of academic honors. At the age of 13, he emancipated himself from his parents and moved to Florida, where he supported himself by working as a street vendor. As a stand-up comedian in San Francisco during the late 1990s, Katt performed at some notable venues, including the Hollywood Park Casino, the Ice House, and the Improv. As a result of his stand-up, he became a staple on BET stand-up programs such as A Comic View. As a stand-up comedian, he carved out an acting career riffing on subjects like Michael Jackson, Middle American evangelism, the incarceration of Martha Stewart, and a variety of ironies dealing with race in America. Over the years, he has acquired a widespread and loyal following, primarily among young African-American males. Film and television career. Williams' acting debut was in 2002 on the American police procedural drama television series NYPD Blue. He then gained notoriety on the MTV improv series A Wild and Out as part of the cast from season 1 to 4 and appeared in A Wild and Out castmate Nick Cannon's music video for his song A Gigolo in 2003. Other television projects by Williams include multiple appearances as the character Bobby Shaw on the ABC sitcom My Wife and Kids, and he also served as the roast master for the Comedy Central roast of Flavor Flav. He won an Emmy in 2018 for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series for his appearance on the show Atlanta. What is your take on the interview? Fill the comment section for your feedback. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe button.